Hey guys, Marcus Buff Bagwell here. As you may have heard recently, I've had my leg amputated. It was on July 10th, 2025. I had what they call an AKA, above the knee amputation. And of course, you could think that there was a thousand things going on in my mind of what my life was going to be like, going forward. My whole life before was always about my body. I mean, my wrestling name was Buff Bagwell, and when you name yourself Buff Bagwell, you've got to look like Buff, or you're going to look kind of silly. So my whole career, my whole life was always about my physique, in the gym and working out and being in shape and being healthy. And so how was this going to affect me, this leg amputation? So July 10th, the amputation happens, and then I'm asking, when can I go to the gym? And surprisingly enough, they wanted me to get in there really quick. So we started on that following Monday. They allowed me to go to the gym. So 10 days after surgery, they allowed me to go to the gym. And I really felt like the machines were going to be uncomfortable. How was I going to get around in the gym? So we get there, and I walk in, and I got a great reception from all the guys, and that made me feel real good. And so I get over to our first machine, and I'm just don't know what's coming at me. And then finally, we get ready. I get my wraps on and everything, and everything's going normal. And Stacy goes first, like she always does, and then we start getting me ready. I'm gonna get my little screwdriver, my boot in that seat. So. And I get into the machine, and the first thing I realized is, wow, this is much more comfortable than it was. I was like, my butt, my bottom fit better into the machine than it has for the last 5 years. Because of I didn't realize this, but when your leg is straight, you don't sit there and go, oh man, this is uncomfortable, because it's your life. But looking back on it, it was so uncomfortable with a straight leg. Well, now I'm able to sit in that machine properly. I was able to sit down in it where it was comfortable. And I was like, oh my God, this is a lot better. And I thought, because of my leg being short, which it's not, it's really I kept a lot of thigh, which is great. But still, it looks awful short. I thought it wasn't going to be enough. It's plenty enough to straddle the seat. And it was like a deep breath instantly. Was like, oh my God, this is it's better. I was more comfortable than I had been in 5 years in the gym so far at the beginning. So we do the weight, we get it ready, and I'm getting my workout. Well, now after that set, you've got crutches back to you. 1, 2, 3, help me up, get me to the side. Stacy goes for her second set, and within a few minutes, me and Stacy had it down pat. It was pretty simple. We just, I would hop up. The only thing I found you can't do is, you don't want to sit down after you get back up and then stand right back up for your next set. So it is a little more tiring, or a little more tiresome during the workout, because I just stand up the whole time. And so I did find that I was winded a lot more than usual, because of having I would stand up, Stacy would get her set in, and then I would sit down for my second set. So, but pretty quick, it was clear that this was going to be like a much better situation. And I can't tell you guys how weird that sounds, even me saying it, but by me cutting my leg off, I can't, my life is better. It's better than it was, is the word. I just think people don't realize how rough that 5 years really was. It was really, it was really bad. It was really bad. But again, I didn't know of another solution. So who thinks the solution is cutting your leg off? So by all means, we're not going to do that. But when I had to cut my leg off, and now we're in this situation, I'm like, man, this is hard to believe. But by me cutting my leg off, it's better. My life so far has been better cutting my leg off. And I don't see that changing because it's either going to be really bad right off the bat or it's going to be better right off the bat. And it was not just better, it was much better. The equipment was comfortable. Where I sit in the car is comfortable. The airline flight I just took was more comfortable. If I didn't even have a prosthetic coming, this solution was better, but nobody thought that. But it truly is, and I got a leg coming soon, so that's huge. But to know that I wasn't going to be affected with the workout, and then to know in my brain, if I can do chest and triceps, man, hopefully I'll be able to do back and biceps good too. So it was a really huge day back in the gym for the old faithful chest and triceps. And Buff Bagwell got in there. No, Marcus Bagwell got in there with an amputated leg and made a exact same workout that he had done for 40 years in the future. I mean, the past 40 years I've been doing it this way. And all I found through the whole workout was it was going to be a little, not a little difficult. I couldn't do tricep pushdowns, which is an old school exercise, but you got to stand with two legs to do a tricep pushdown. So we had to adjust to another machine and figure it out a little bit. But that's the only thing that it affected me at all. And that's just for the 6 or 8 weeks I don't have a leg. So by the next couple of workouts, I'll be able to stand up and do my other exercises I wasn't able to do. But chest triceps, day 1, 10 or 11 days after my amputation, was one of the best days of my life to know that it wasn't going to affect me in the gym, and at least for chest and tri so far, and to know that I had possible legs coming up, possible cardio I can do. And I mean, looking and hearing everything I'm hearing, there's no stopping me from any of that. But I haven't crossed that bridge yet, man. So chest and tri, checking the box. First day back in the gym, checking the box, and my life is much, much better with my leg amputated. Checking the box. Thanks, guys.